All right, so Steve Denys here, Director of Market and Product Development, Mazak Seeds, joined by Market Development Agronomist Extraordinaire Henry Prinzen. Henry, we're at the North Grenville Municipal Center for our first agronomy meeting here in Ontario in 2025. One of the topics today, we had an update from Chase Phillips with Bayer Crop Science on traits and where we're going. What were your thoughts on what he presented?
Yeah, it's a great talk. You know, it's good to be in Eastern Ontario and talk about some of this new stuff because there's definitely a play here, right? We talked about SmartStax Pro, we talked about VT4 Pro, talked about Trucepta again, but it's understanding where and when we need to use those products. That was the takeaway, right? And not a one solution fits all. Hey, we're not just getting a new SmartStax Pro hybrid that's awesome and putting it on every acre. We're reserving that for high risk fields, you know, 3 years of corn on corn, and then we have to be good stewards, right? We have to rotate if we can. Maybe that's trading some land with a neighbor or your cousin down the street if you're a dairy farmer and you got to get corn silage, but you don't have the acreage. Talked about VT4 Pro, those moderate risk fields, you know, where we're kind of concerned about rootworm, but maybe not resistant rootworm, second year corn silage or corn grain corn, whatever it is. And then, you know, understanding where we're going with beans. You know, that's the other thing we need to talk about, right? Is there still a really good place for dicamba beans? There's a great extend dicamba beans, right? And there's a great place for enlist beans with 2,4-D. Both have their strengths and weaknesses, and we have to understand where that is. And then looking forward, you know, HT4 is coming down the pipeline, and that's going to give us a really good toolbox of herbicides, right? We'll get 2,4-D, get dicamba, we get Liberty, glufosinate, glyphosate, and then we're going to get mesotrione, right? A nice group 27 to use. So lots of tools in the toolbox, lots of stuff coming. Bayer's working on tons of new traits. It's going to be a really exciting time in the next 5 to 10 years here.
Well, and it was very interesting because certainly one of the key takeaways was about planning and strategy, especially around rootworm, and that, you know, we may think so, but really there's no silver bullet. We got to manage these tools.
Well, all crops, right, Steve? Even on beans, we need a plan, right? What's our program? If we're using Extend, how are we using that? 2,4-D, how are we using that in enlist beans, right? Strategy, planning, now's the time.
Very good. All right, thanks very much, Henry.
Steve.
That's our AgroMinute for today.